Hello, this is Charles Liley introducing the 1541st edition of the Wellingborough District Talking newspaper, recorded on Monday, June the 20th, 2011. Your readers in this edition are myself, Charles Liley, Val Butcher, Barbara Fell, Terry Fell, and our engineer is Simon Bisgrove, and the news was compiled by Teresa Althorpe. The ladies will be leading this week, so with the first batch of news, here are Val Butcher and Charles Liley.
Walkers who took part in the annual Crazy Hats Walk have helped raise more than £50,000 for the charity. Thousands turned out for the Wellingborough-based charity's flagship annual walk, which took place at Wicksteed Park in Kettering on Sunday, March the 27th. Over the past 11 weeks, sponsor money collected by walkers has been rolling in, and the charity has now reached a total of £52,000, not far shy of the final total from last year's walk of £55,000. Charity founder Glenys Hooper said, "We are up to £52,000, which has far exceeded my expectations, considering the financial climate. We are absolutely thrilled, and we want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has given in their sponsor money. We had more walking this year than last year, but with the recession, times are hard, so we thought sponsorship might be less. But £52,000 is excellent. It's boosted us, so we're ready to plan next year's walk." Miss Hooper said the huge figure raised was a testament to the dedication of walkers. "It's a tribute to everyone who does the walk. We are just so proud of everybody who supported it. Even now we still get feedback. We get stopped in the street by people who say, 'We did your walk, it was excellent,' and they ask when the next one is." Preparations are already beginning for next year's walk, the charity's 10th, which will take place on Sunday, March the 18th. Refurbishment work has been carried out recently at the charity's base on the Findon Road Industrial Estate, including the installation of new heating and windows and the office being given a pink makeover. The charity will show off the results of the work at an open day on Tuesday, June the 28th. Charity members and visitors are invited to drop in between 10 and 4. Following the makeover, the charity is also set to hold an open coffee morning at its base on Thursdays from 10 o'clock to midday from July. Miss Hooper said, "It's just another facility for the county. It's good for us, it's what we have wanted to do for a long, long time, and we hope it will be successful."
The Castle Theatre in Wellingborough could soon be taken over by a company which runs a rival venue in Kettering. Officials at Wellingborough Council, which owns the castle, have recommended Phoenix Leisure Management Limited, the company that runs the Lighthouse Theatre, to be given the contract to run the venue. The move would oust the Castle Wellingborough Limited, which has run the theatre since it was opened in 1995. A contract to run the theatre was due to be signed by February the 1st, but the council had not been able to do a deal with the Castle Wellingborough Limited, so a 2-month extension was agreed. At a recent meeting of the Council Resources Committee, councillors recommended that the contract should be given to Phoenix Leisure. The Mayor of Wellingborough, Councillor Bob Patel, has called an extraordinary meeting of the full council to be held on July the 5th to decide the award of the contract for the castle. Special presentations by both Phoenix Leisure and the Castle Wellingborough Limited will be given at the meeting. Councillor Paul Bell, leader of the council and chairman of the Resources Committee, said, "This is really a big decision and it's very important we get it right. It affects the future of one of our town's biggest assets. We have recommended that the contract be awarded to Phoenix Leisure, but we want all councillors to be given the opportunity to let their opinions be known and be involved in the final decision. The council has previously announced plans to cut its funding for the castle, currently £395,400 a year, by between 20 and 25% from April 2012. Councillor Tom Partridge Underwood, chairman of the Board of Directors of the Castle Wellingborough Limited, said, "The news is quite disappointing. I think the people of Wellingborough have to decide what they want. The main principles of the Castle Limited are theatre arts and community productions, and it is recognised by the Arts Council of England. I just hope that the local people will be vocal in their opinion and that the council will see sense. The Castle Wellingborough Limited is keeping its options open, and we are glad that the decision has not yet been made." The Evening Telegraph contacted Phoenix Leisure Management Limited for a comment, but the company declined the opportunity to comment.
A charity is looking for new homes for 2 young cats. Brook Farm Animal Sanctuary in Raunds wants to find caring new homes for a 12-week-old black and white cat called Blaze and a 2-year-old black cat called Wag. Charity spokesman Susanna Ellis said, "Blaze and Wag get on really well with other animals and with children. They are both very affectionate and are in good health. They can be rehomed separately." The charity has also thanked everyone who helped them to rehome 500 chickens in 1 week, which they saved from the slaughter. Susanna said, "We rehomed 500 chickens in a week. They've all gone to people who are going to keep them as pets." To find out more about Wag and Blaze, call 01933 622 182 or 07758 728 265.
Diabetes patients in North Northamptonshire are being urged to attend appointments which could potentially save their sight. As part of Diabetes Awareness Week, NHS Northamptonshire wants to remind the 31,100 patients with diabetes in the county of the specialist eye test offered by its diabetic retinal screening service. The test is offered to all people with diabetes aged 12 and over, and appointments are available at Stockburn Memorial Clinic in Kettering, Willowbrook Heath Centre in Corby. I'll start that again. It is available at the Stockburn Memorial Clinic in Kettering, the Willowbrook Heath Centre in Corby, and Isbrook Hospital in Wellingborough. Programme Manager Karen Stagg said, "The new screening service has been designed around the needs of the patients to help increase the number of people who access this important annual check. The quality of our service is paramount. To book an appointment, call free on 0330 555 6789, option 3.
Libraries could be merged with job clubs or small businesses, be run by volunteers and paid for by sponsors and donors in order to save money, a council has revealed. The first draft of Northamptonshire County Council's review of the library service, designed to save up to 50% of the service's funding over the next 4 years, was presented to a meeting of library support groups, district and borough councils and parish councils at Higham Ferrers Library. Margaret Docker, chairman of Friends of Wollaston Library, attended the meeting and has welcomed some of the suggestions, but raised strong opposition to replacing trained librarians with volunteers. She said, "The main thing is that they are not looking at closing the libraries, so we are pleased with that. Now they are looking at all 36 of the county's libraries and at ways of making each one more self-sufficient. We have until July to submit our thoughts. The idea of incorporating a business into the library is one idea, and we know that the community will have to be involved with fundraising. We have a lot of ideas, but the one that we will not be supporting is the replacement of paid staff with volunteers. I don't think it would work." Councillor Brendan Glynan the Liberal Democrat leader of the opposition group at County Hall, is also opposed to some of the suggestions in the draft. He said, "This review leaves no library safe. You can't expect volunteers to run libraries. You need staff who are trained. You also can't ask residents to pay more for a service unless those payments are ring-fenced." A public consultation is due to take place in the autumn.
Wellingborough's Mark Davis is the 2011 County Amateur Men's Golf Champion after recording a single-shot victory over 36 holes on his home course. The handicapper produced a solid opening 18 holes in the morning as he carded 2 birdies and 2 bogeys in a level par 72. Davis, who has been in excellent form for the club's scratch team this season, made a slow start to his afternoon round as he dropped 4 strokes in the first 10 holes. The former junior international pole vaulter jumped back up the leaderboard with 3 consecutive birdies from the 12th before parring the remaining 4 holes to set the clubhouse pace on 145. Just 1 spot behind, in a tie for 3rd place, were Harry Larkins, Northants County, Dan Messam, Collingtree and Chris Howes, Wellingborough. Adam Myers, Northants County, who also carded a gross total of 147, collected the Braids driver for the best performance by a golfer under the age of 22. To cap a superb day for the home course, Davis and Howes, who was first round leader on 70, joined forces with Ryan Evans to clinch the team competition for Wellingborough.
Steak pies made by a town company have taken the top prize in a contest to be named the best in the country. Earlier this month, the Evening Telegraph reported that Dunkley's, which is based in Wellingborough, had stormed the final round of the England's Best Steak Pie competition to win the manufacturing category. In the final round of the contest, the company's offerings were pitted against pies made by Mellors Farm Butchers of Newark, which won the Independent Retail Butcher or Caterer category, while Dunkley's won the manufacturing category. Dunkley's British Beef and Abbott Ale Pie was chosen as the overall winner. Competition organiser, EBLEX, presented representatives from Dunkley's with their trophy at the Meat Management Award in London. Dunkley's Pie ambassador, Mark Bees, said, "We are completely overwhelmed and absolutely delighted to be crowned as the makers of the best steak pie in England. We produce around 15,000 of our British Beef and Abbott Ale Pie exclusively for one of our food service customers. The pie, which is hand-finished to give it a homemade feel, has featured on menus in 800 of their pubs across the country for 5 years now." Hugh Judd, EBLEX Food Services Project Manager, said, "Dunkley's British Beef and Abbott Ale Pie was delicious and certainly deserved the overall winner's position and coveted title of England's Best Steak Pie. We wish all the team at Dunkley's many congratulations."